Yo! In this video, I'm going to show you how to play 5 easy shred guitar licks. Now, I say easy like this because there's no real easy way to play fast well on a musical instrument. You're not going to be able to play these ideas up to tempo simply by just watching this video. You're going to have to put some time into practicing them. I'm going to assume some sort of base level knowledge of guitar technique, things like hammer-ons and pull-offs, alternate picking, that kind of stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, then it's worth putting the time into learning about those topics before you attempt the rest of this tutorial. At the end of each lick, I'll do a slow playthrough with some scrolling tab. And then right at the end of this video, I'll play all 5 licks back to back to full speed with all of the other instruments, and again I'll put some scrolling tab across the bottom or the top of the screen. Don't forget that if you want to play along with the other instruments but it's just too fast, you can use the YouTube player settings to slow the video down. If you want to jump straight to this performance, I'll put a timecode stamp in the description and you can just jump to that position in the video. Finally, if you want the transcription in front of you, I'm going to put a download link to a PDF in the description. This is lick number 1. Start by playing fret 12 on the B string with your little finger and a downstroke of your guitar pick. Then you're going to pull off from fret 12 to open. Then you're going to do the same thing on the 10th fret with your 3rd finger, but you're going to use an upstroke. So far, down, pull off, up, pull off. Then play fret 8 with your 2nd finger and do a downstroke of your pick. And then play fret 7 on the same string with an upstroke of your pick and again pull off to open. So far we've got down, pull off, up, pull off, down, pull off, up, pull off. If I put it together, we're going to repeat that twice. Then we're going to simply play exactly the same pattern on the high E string. And then we're going to repeat right back to the beginning and do it all again. Now let me play along with some slow scrolling tab so you can see it all happening in time. On to lick number 2. Start by hammering on from fret 5 on the D to fret 7 on the D using fingers 1 and 3. And we're going to do a downstroke of the pick on fret 5. Then you're going to play fret 5 on the G with a downstroke of your pick again. Then you're going to do an upstroke on fret 7D using your 3rd finger. Then pull off from fret 7 to fret 5. And then hammer on back to fret 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do a hammer on again from fret 5 to 7 on the G, using a down to play fret 5, a hammer on to play fret 7, and again using fingers 1 and 3. Now that's the end of this pattern. Now it's going to take a bit of time there just to get totally used to the combination of down and upstrokes and where the hammer-ons and pull-offs are. So put a bit of time into practicing it just once before you try to loop it. Right, let me play this nice and slow along with some scrolling tab. number 3, and this is going to involve some tapping. Now I'm going to assume that you already know how to do this. If you don't, check out this tutorial, which will take you through the basics. We're going to start by doing a tap on fret 12B with the first finger of the picking hand. You're then going to pull off from fret 12 to fret 8 on the B, which I'm playing with my little finger. Then you're going to pull off from fret 4 on the 8th fret to fret 5 on the 5th fret using finger number 1. Notice how I start with these 2 fingers pressed down before I do that tap. We're going to repeat that 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're going to move your tapping finger up 1 fret to fret 13 and do the same thing. So 8 repetitions, but now with fret 13 instead of 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're going to repeat back to the beginning and do it all again. I'm going to finish by playing fret 5 on the B after that last pull off with some vibrato. Right, let me play along with some nice slow scrolling tab. If you're not already subscribed to the 60 Seconds of Shred YouTube channel and you like what you see, please do consider subscribing, like the video, leave me a comment, it all helps with the algorithm. Right, let's move on to our final lick, which is the final one for a reason, because this is the hardest one of the lot. You're going to start by playing fret 15 with finger 3 on the high E. You're going to use a downstroke of your pick and then pull off from 15 to 14 to 12, using your second finger on your fretting hand to play 14 and your first finger to play 12. So it should go like this. A nice strong pull down towards the floor there, but don't pull so hard that you end up with your fingers miles away from the guitar. Then you're going to do the same thing, but start with an upstroke. Then you're going to repeat this 4 times. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, like with the hammer-on pull-off one that we did earlier, you need to get your head around that pattern first before you move on to the rest of the lick. The next part is the same idea, but with frets 14, 12 and 11. So I'm going to use my little finger to play fret 14, my second finger to play 12, and my first finger to play 11. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then I'm going to go back to the previous one on frets 15 and 14 and 12. But I'm only going to do it once with a downstroke, once with an upstroke, and then move on to the next part. So let me just put it together so far. Then we're going to move across to frets 17, 15 and 14. Using your little finger to play 17, second to play 15, first finger to play 14. And again, you're going to do it once with a down, once with an up, as you did before. Then we're going to go back to frets 15, 14, 12. Once with a down, once with an up. And then we're going to finish by playing 14, 12 and 11. Again, using finger 4 to play 14, second finger to play 12, first finger to play 11. And do a down and then an up. And then end by playing fret 12 on the high E with a bit of vibrato. So I put that all together with some nice slow scrolling tab, and you can just see how it all happens in time. Now I'm just going to put them all together back to back at full speed with some scrolling tab. Don't forget, you can slow the YouTube video down here using the player settings if you need to. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.